Vegas, Nevada. It's the AFC-NFC Pro Bowl. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the NFC taking on Patrick Mahomes and the AFC.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Well, we are a week away from Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, but the very best players in the NFL have made the trip out to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. The guy's man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 45 yards.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well in this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
On for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
puts up the three, fake it, it doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the NFC.
Mahomes on the keeper. A fumble on the play.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. DeAndre Hopkins. 64 yards. And the NFC strikes quickly for 6. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you threw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
His kick is good, and the NFC goes up 7-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25.
So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, and he's able to find Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
At the 42-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Mahomes hit, he lost the football. And fortunately, one of his AFC teammates able to fall on it as they will hold on to possession. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
It's over 1st and 10. At their own.
You see the AFC defense heading back out there. And we watch now how effective they've been, how disruptive they've been in the backfield.
And what's been so difficult for the offense is that you know that they spent all week rehearsing these things, working on blitz pickups, protections, knowing where the pressure is likely to come from. They've read the scouting reports, they've watched the tape. But sometimes, under pressure, that coordination breaks down, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The AFC going to get the ball first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now, this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes, right side. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
10-10 at their own 25.
The AFC about ready to take over on offense. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the 28-yard line.
And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
AFC.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Mahomes firing complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They fake the give, now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 11-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
And he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:14 to play. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one complete to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Cook. Shedding the tackle. He's still fighting forward. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Here comes Rodgers now as they'll go for the 2-point conversion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Back out is the AFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, Mahomes. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. One final try from Mahomes. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose.